Hey traders, welcome to Trade for Rent. Today I'm sharing another powerful trading breakdown where I used smart money concepts to navigate the market with precision. This setup was all about patience, discipline and execution, the real skills that separate successful traders from the rest. Trading isn't about chasing profits, it's about understanding market structure, managing risk and staying consistent. Every trade is a lesson, every session is an opportunity to grow. This is not financial advice, just pure trading education. My goal is to help you see the market through the eyes of smart money so you can develop a winning mindset. Now let's get started. Hello everyone. So here, as you can see, the market has started. It was already 9:40. Usually I take my trades between 9:45 and 11 a.m. However, at this time, I already had my setup in mind. We were bullish for the day. As you can see, during market open, the market already took the sell side liquidity, and the main direction for the morning was to chase some buy side. And my idea was just to take the meat of the move. Here, as you can notice, I placed a buy order, and at this very moment, as you can notice here, the bodies were respecting this fair value gap in form of a BC, buy side imbalance, sell side efficiency. And the main goal was basically to move higher. As you can see here, I was usually, most of the time, 90% of my trades, I place my sell stop, my sell limit, basically my profit and my stop loss, because there are certain days in markets where you're gonna see a lot of movement, a lot of volatility, and I don't want to be caught on the wrong side of the trade and have like a 50 handle type of drawdown, which is $1,000. Most of the time I like to place also sell orders, because I want to be entered at an exact price. And my idea was, this is a very big candle. I don't believe that we are gonna reach buy side unless it's just gonna dig deep into that. But my idea was to just touch here the middle of that BC and move higher, which it happened. However, as you can notice here, there was still some room. I'm trying to deal with precision, but it's not gonna always pan out, so I'll give myself some room to breathe. And in this case, my idea was to enter in this BC. My stop loss was below the candle that formed that BC, right? And to chase basically the next buy side or the next high. This is something that happened, and every time when I'm looking at entries in form of a fair value gap, as you can see here, basically is this rectangle annotated in green. I like to see them filled only by half, and usually I just like to see the wicks, which means that the market is in a rush to go higher. The candles should not be forming too much inside this range, right? Because this is not the liquidity we're chasing. The liquidity we're chasing is above, it's above here. So this is a signature in price that I always look up to and I always like to trade on. And this is something that happened. The price was moving higher. However, it was basically engineering liquidity, right? People that were shorting here and here, they were like, oh, this is coming against us. But this movement is engineered in order to make people nervous, emotional when they're trading. This is something I don't do. That's why I like to place stop limits. I like to have a stop loss. I like to have a profit. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm doing. I don't want to stay too long, but at the same time, I want to understand the trade. Therefore, there are moments when I'm using, let's say, market orders, but that's very rare. Those are the times when the price is moving very fast, so I don't have the capacity to enter trades. But this was a very easy one. For the remaining of the day, the price had dropped around here, basically in this candle, and then moved higher. As you can notice, we already had here another liquidity to chase, another high, another buy side. But yeah, that was it. It was a very easy trade. There are certain days like this, but staying consistent requires patience and it requires a lot of discipline. And this is something that I'm trying to emphasize here. That's why I want to highlight this type of trades before I'm going to deep dive into starting live streams and so forth. It's something that I want to do in the future. I'm just going to wait for feedback from all of you to see if that would be something you're interested in. If you found value in this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, comment your biggest takeaway below. Remember, this is for educational purposes only, and the goal is to help you understand market structure and smart money concepts, not provide financial advice. So please be safe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next session.